Hey, YouTube, what's poppin', everybody? East New York's finest, hosted by Mike. Was good. So, not really much to report. I don't think. Actually, on Monday, I did go to Red, White, and Blue to see if I can grab those 2 bags of video games, and I did have a lot of video games downstairs that I kept, like the Atari Lynx, some other stuff I've gotten from people down in Columbus, as well as just, getting a couple things thrifting, as well as that nice haul I've been getting the last couple of units I've been buying, especially last week at that specific place in Queens I went to, my old renting U-Haul place. And I try to put a lot of that stuff that I saved. I try to, put that stuff around these toys, and because of the boxes and this, that, and the third, wasn't gonna happen. Got frustrated and just decided to sell everything to my boy Tony, which I told him if I did decide to get rid of the stuff, he'd be the first to go to anyway, which that's exactly what happened. Outside of that, I just been going back and forth to my boy Lev's warehouse. Like, for instance, Tuesday I helped him in six of it. Let me see. Travis, Mike, Larry, Matt, and Andy. Okay, so it was Lev and 5 of his employees, and he wanted to move a whole bunch of stuff from his operating warehouse to his storage warehouse, which is literally like blocks away from him. So I just decided to help, because I'm a friend, and wasn't doing shit. I was looking at storage units all this week. I was looking at storage units, didn't find anything to buy. Everything was ridiculously expensive, and it's a good thing I didn't, because I still have stuff in my 3-car garage, as well as having some items in my trailer. And being the fact that it didn't make no sense to spend no money this week, knowing that I couldn't go to the market, and it's supposed to rain, so that's why I didn't double down. And me and fam Eric's supposed to be going to like the Cherry Hill G.I. Joe show. The last show wasn't that impressive, but I did get this at that specific show. Hold on a second, which is ironic because 2 other people that I remember had these books, and one dude wanted like, I think, $150 or $200 for it. I think it was this one, right? And yeah, I think it was this one. And I asked the guy, what do you want? What do you want it for? And I think he said like $5 or 20. I can't remember. It was under $30. That much I do remember. And I was like, I thought it was a joke, so I'm looking around, and I'm like, yo, we got there like, what, maybe an hour and a half or so late. I mean, later than they open, and I'm like, yo, how everybody else is walking around and nobody asked this guy about this fucking book, which is ironic, because the most expensive thing he had on his table was this fucking book, because everything else he had was dirty and dusty, and he wanted fucking more money than anybody else at that specific show for his G.I. Joe vehicles and stuff. And I'm just like, yo, like, how's this fucking guy asking more? Everybody here got the same shit he got in better condition, and this fucking dude is asking retarded money for the figures and fucking vehicles, but at the same time, he's the only one selling the book for nothing. So I grabbed it. As soon as I grabbed it and I went in my pocket to give him money, people were looking around like, other vendors are like, looking at each other. I'm like, yo, like, what the fuck? Like, nobody asked this guy for the book or the price. So it became mine. And I got some parts and other stuff. And yeah, Eric, I am still looking for my little composition book because that book has stuff in it that I need. And I have to upgrade this, that, and third. And I have to put other stuff in the book because I really need to start concentrating on finishing my G.I. Joe collection. And if I keep buying shit like this, I'm never going to fucking do it. My whole plan was to get rid of stuff. I'm glad I got rid of all the new shit, because now people can't give away that new stuff. Nobody wants it. Like, I mean, most places that I'm having a hard time getting rid of vintage turtles and other stuff that I'm trying to make a deal with Ryan over in Toy Federation. And you know, I know I said a lot of shit about his pricing, but when you think about it, and me and him had this discussion, me being a man, I'm not a hypocrite or not like that, but me being a man, I told him who I was, and you know, I told him about, you know, me giving them the business or a hard time on their channel with me feeling like they got over on certain people. And he made a statement. Ryan made a statement that was straight facts. And you know, sometimes we tend to think that, wow, look at these idiots. They're fucking, you know, they're underselling their shit. And this guy, you know what I mean? But when you think about it from that specific point of view, and he said it, and when he said it was right. You know, whether we do a deal or not, he's right. You know, at the end of the day, you know, if he was really getting over on people, he wouldn't be as successful as he is, and he wouldn't have the fan base and stuff he has if they didn't think that he was fair. And I was like, you know what, you're right. But I was like, you know what, to be truthful, I did say some of that stuff, but I also, you know, say that stuff also for ratings and shit, you know, and shit as well. And he understood all that, so you know, it wasn't like an apology because it wasn't meant to be insulting. I just had my own impression and interpretation. But I also said, well, if I truly really felt that way, I wouldn't do it. I mean, I wouldn't be trying to sell my stuff to you anyway. I felt that he was a better person to do that with, because some of these other people that I'm supposedly know and this and that don't. They either don't want, you know, like they basically can't afford it, and they just don't want to say that. You know, like, you know what I'm saying? But this guy seems to be the kind of person that he's like, hey, listen, if the numbers are right and I can make money on this stuff, hey, no problem. And maybe and you know, if this deal works out somewhere in the near future, maybe we could work out other deals. And instead of me driving 11 hours down in a line, basically a day there and back, I can just basically ship him shit. Because, you know, he said, oh, I got people shipping me stuff all the time. And yeah, it makes sense. But I'm not spending fucking $500 to $700 to ship. Cause think about it, you know, 9 big plastic bins of just Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I can see 95% of all that stuff getting broken. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, come on, 6 bins of turtle stuff, same thing. And you know, the Jurassic World and Park stuff, there's 3 bins of that, but that, you know what I'm saying. And I'm like, yo, like, that's, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's one thing if I get like a, you know, hey, you know, I'll spend like $1.50 to ship shit out to him that I know, you know what I mean? But I'm not shipping all that stuff out. You're looking at maybe $700-800 easy just to ship this stuff, which in reality I'm only paying what, close to $3, maybe $250 or something like that, maybe $300, hopefully round trip between gas and tolls. And I'll go to my sister's and I'll stay at her house. So I'll leave early in the morning to get to her house for the afternoon, and then maybe the next day I'll go to him. Oh my God. Oh my God. No. Oh my God. I just found out my uncle died. Oh my God. No. Oh my God. My uncle just died this morning. Oh no. Look at this. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh man. like, nobody. Let me tell you guys something a little bit about family. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys heard me mention. Come on, man. Stay together. Stay together. I gotta go off a topic here for a second because I just got this this message. Now, this is one of those guys that was like one of the only men that was in my life because I didn't grow up with a father. I have father figures, but he was like my big brother and father figure because my older brothers were too busy doing dumb shit with my mother's brothers who were all convicts doing fucked up shit. They were too busy following each other in the streets. And, you know, my godmother was like a legal guardian for me too. Not that my mom was crazy and shit like that. I was raised by, I had a lot of grandmothers and I was raised by most women than men. And, you know, my godmother and my god-grandmother, they brought me in too. So I grew up with my biological mother and my godmother. I would go from both. And it wasn't negative. It was all positive. And, you know, my Uncle Perry is my godmother's brother. And after my god-grandmother passed away a few years ago, you know, family is family, man. Family, I mean, you know, you have better rapport and better relationships with friends because these are family members that you choose versus family members that you can't. And, you know, just because somebody is blood don't make them family. You know what I mean? And for some reason, I kind of had like a falling out with my godmother. Not really a falling out, but there's some things that happened around and after my god-grandmother, her mother, passed away. Now, my Uncle Perry, he's diabetic, and, you know, he started suffering from dementia and other things. You know what I'm saying? And great fucking man, bro. I mean, this guy was the best, and, you know, I'm just upset because, you know, my sister, my god sister, Jennifer, she was actually in a fraternity in the same school my daughter Michelle went to, which is Morgan State University, a prominent black Ivy League college, and, you know, and I'm glad my daughter graduated just like her aunt, but she didn't join a fraternity because I guess she just didn't feel like it, and, you know, they had some falling outs for whatever reasons as well. Of course, Jennifer graduated at least 6 or so years before Michelle, but there was some, you know, they had some falling outs and stuff for whatever reason. And I think a while ago she tried to reach out to Michelle, but whatever damage was done to their relationship. Because my god sister, I think she's a little bipolar. She's fucking weird. And for whatever fucking reason, they had a falling out. Michelle, like me, you know, like she just cut ties. And me and my godmother were great friends. And, you know, for some reason, she started going into that church, the Hezekiah Walker Tabernacle. And I tell everybody, the more people go into church and into that bullshit, the worse they get. The more hypocritical they are, just fucking flaky people. Anybody that's in any religion. And damn, I can't believe he's dead. Oh my god. But anyway, I'm trying to maintain my composure here. All this time, I mean, I know my godmother knew that my brother died. You understand? Jennifer didn't reach out. Her mother didn't reach out when I lost my blood brother, one of the oldest twins. So for over about 3 years, nobody reached out to me. Now all of a sudden, you're calling your mother by her first name. Instead of you saying mom, you call her by first name and say, oh, did so and so reach out? Nobody reached out to me and told me that he passed away. So I'm looking at that like go fuck me. You know what I'm saying? So I just prefer to stay away from hypocrites and just, you know what I'm saying, whether you're family, you raise me, I don't give a fuck. And I feel a certain way about that because I remember when my grandmother died, when her mother died, my wife was the one that contacted. She's the one that called me and told me that, oh, I'm sorry to tell you your grandmother died. And I'm like, which one? I mean, it didn't matter. It's equally bad, but I was shocked. So I went straight to New York, and I missed her body by the time they took her out the house. And me and my godmother, we shared a moment, and we were talking, and around and during the funeral, it's just whatever, man. Then after there was some bullshit. I just wanted to stay away from drama. I'm not gonna go into those details, because I don't put family secrets like that out there. I mean, I will say that there's issues, and I'm just like really like he died this morning, and so why would you reach out? Why Arlene couldn't reach out? Hey, don't know if so and so told you, but Uncle Perry died this morning. Why she couldn't reach out? And it looks like I can't even. Then on top of that, I can't even fucking respond back to her because for some reason I guess she just said that and then blocked me. It makes no sense. I mean, I knew him a lot longer. I mean, it is what it is, man. I'm not gonna waste no more time on it. I guess I'll just deal with it my way. Oh man, Mike, stay together, stay together. It hurts. Like of all timing, like this is not good timing. I'm up here doing a video about this stuff, and I had the same number I have. So like, why? I mean, I don't understand this. Like, it's oh. Anyway, getting back to, I mean, whatever I say and do is not going to change the fact that he's passed away. I mean, nobody reached out to me to see, when my brother passed away, when my grandmother passed away, my mother's mother, which is like about 8 or so months after JC died. Now all of a sudden, this man passed away, and I was like, oh, like why she couldn't contact me and let me know this? Like, am I that toxic? Like, what did I do to her that's so bad? And this is why I just say, this is why I keep my kids away from the anyway, going back to this whole thing with Toy Federation with Ryan. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Oh man, Mike, don't start crying again. Stop. Anyway, getting back to this, so yeah, I can understand why, I mean, of course, if something's going for $100, you can't pay 80. That you can't pay employees and keep the lights on and deal with an overhead if you pay $80 for something. Sometimes I can understand that, you got to sit on it, you got to wait. So I get it. You know, you want to, if something's going for 100, you don't want to give 60 neither. You may be nice and generous if you really need it to give half. Sometimes some people be like, well, listen, it's going for 100. I'll give you 35 to 40 for it. Then some people are like, what? That's crazy. And I get like that sometimes. But I do understand how business goes. But, a lot of people don't, there's no rationalization on my thoughts and my opinions and or his. At the end of the day, the people feel like he did right by them, and that's the important thing. And, I'm actually going to be taking stuff down to him because he seemed to be the right person with the right purse. Because everybody else up here is full of crud. Everybody act like they big willies, but then when it come down to it, they don't have any bread. And this is a man that has the money, and if we can make a deal to where he can make money and I can, then we'll make the deal and I'll drive down there. If it's something that can't happen, then I'll just keep the stuff buried in the basement, and little by little I'll bring it out and whatever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, worst case scenario. Wow. And the crazy thing is, like, me and Perry both are March babies. Like that's crazy, yo. Like, the month you was born in is bananas. Like, this is the 1st of March, and this man passed away the 1st day of March. Wow. That is crazy. Wow. Oh man, I can't get this guy off of my mind. So other than that, I picked up some other stuff from Lev yesterday. Oh, boy. They always say you could tell the older you get when more people around you pass away. I remember when I was younger, coming up, and we used to have a lot of deaths in the family, but you kind of brushed it off a lot. But then when the people around you that had a effect on you start passing away and stuff like that, it becomes crazy. And speaking of crazy, look at this. This makes no fucking sense. That is crazy. This is how you also know you're getting old. Like, I really give it up to those who can walk around and have their hair like this, and we have their heads like that. I can't. Oh my god, I look crazy. But wow. I don't even feel like doing a video and showing this stuff. But it's not gonna bring him back. It's not gonna make him, start breathing again and open his eyes. It's not. So I'm gonna mush on, y'all. See, this is why a guy like me deserves a lot more respect, because I am an OG of YouTube, and why a person like me deserve a lot more subs, because I'm straightforward and I love putting stuff up here. I love putting stuff up here on YouTube. It's not really about popularity and trying to be like everybody else. I always basically march to my own drum, to my own beat. And I think mainly because I'm a strong black man, not to bring race into it, but it is what it is. Let's face it, up here on YouTube, if people seem to gravitate more toward Asians, Hispanics, and Caucasians because they feel less threatened by them. So a lot of people up here can't fathom the fact that only time a lot of brothers should be collecting this stuff is if they got something negative to say, and or if you guys just always constantly thinking that they're just fucking ranting, because that's what niggas do. That's what blacks do. They like to bitch, moan, and complain about everything. But then when y'all whites do it, it's a whole different ball game. You see, and I'm not like that. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I will bring up racial things and shit like that, or things that have something to do with race, because it's straight fucking fact. You know what I'm saying? It don't make me a racist. It just makes me a realist. I'm the kind of person, regardless of what race you are or whatever the fuck, I call shit for what it is. I am one of the only most fucking straightforward, authentic motherfuckers up here on YouTube. Not to matter everybody. I done came up here and spoke about everything from personal things all the way to like political bullshit to my stances on wokeness, on this, that, and third. I've always been a straight shooter, a straight person, period. But when I seem to talk more about drama and shit, I get all the views. This just goes to show how sick a lot of you sick motherfuckers out there in YouTube are. This goes to show how hypocritical and how badly damaged and two-faced you motherfuckers out there are. Because when I do videos that are not important to anything other than Jerry Springer and Steve Wilkos type of fucking drama, I get every view in the world. But when I talk about real straight fact shit, it goes out the fucking window, because I'm not Pixel Dan or any of these other guys with the, because I say a lot of these guys are fake. They're phony and they fake with the fake smiles. Oh, yeah. I don't do none of that. I'm a straight fucking person. I'm a straight shooter. I call shit for what the fuck it is. But because, you know, let me tell you something. One thing I realize about white America, or America with whites, period, is you people always are threatened by a voiced black person, because you guys have that white guilt to you, all of y'all. And the more people say, oh, well, I got black friends, and oh, well, that right there should tell you right there. And oh, well, no, I don't see color. Everybody sees color. You understand what I'm saying? Problems cannot be fixed if people don't acknowledge their bullshit and their fucking hypocrisy. That's the problem, and that's the difference. Difference is, I speak on everything. I'll call you what the fuck I want to call you, because I am free within myself. I don't give a flying fuck how and or why people view me the way they view me. I don't care. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm free with that because I genuinely don't give a fuck what people think. If that was the case, I would not still be up here on YouTube going a little over, basically almost 14 years strong. It's 2024. So 14 years strong. Like, dude, like, I'm holding my composure together. And it's like, I'm hurting right now. I'm in a really bad spot right now, because I love this man like he was my brother, my uncle, and my fucking father. Because technically, he was the only father figure that I had. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that my godmother didn't even have the fucking audacity to text me or call me and say, hey, listen, you know, your uncle died. She know how much this man loved me, how much I loved him. But you're that fucked up in the head. Excuse me a second. This is my law firm. Alright, YouTube, I need to wrap this up. I was downstairs for a while now, probably about 35 minutes or so, talking to my family and, you know, trying to, you know, console my wife and my kids because of my uncle and my I don't know what the fuck to call her. Whatever. Anyway, I shouldn't even do this video. I should just fucking cut it, but I'm not gonna do another one. Anyway, I don't even know what the hell I was talking about. I apologize. I know I said something about Ryan and why he got to pay the prices he has because he has an overhead and he can't make money if he give everybody what shit costs. Which, respectively, I understand that. I do. So I'll probably call him in a little bit and see if he come up with a rough estimation and whatnot. But outside of that, let me show you guys the stuff I got. This, where the hell did I get this from? Oh, I got this from Dave over in the Antique Collectible Mall, which somebody did a video on. And I forgot to... I do have one of the frames I use for my comic books and stuff. I meant to bring that up so I could put this in it and then hang it in my room, in my G.I. Joe room. That is, I do need to take this sticker off. I mean, it looks like some kind of number 789 on the actual thing itself, but thank God the sticker does come off. Don't want to keep it on too long. I mean, I could use some acetone to get that off, but why cause more damage than needed? So he had 220 on it. I got it for a better deal along with this Cobra bat. I got this a couple weeks ago when I did a deal with him last week or whatever the hell. Cobra bat does not have the other 3 parts, but I think it was like whatever it was. We did a trade and deal, so I was okay. I was pretty cool with that. I changed the O-ring out. That's why it's here. I'm pretty sure I showed you guys a video of this. You know what I'm saying? But you know, all 3 of them are still on card, so that's pretty dope. And I also got this. I found this in my basement. I don't know where the hell it came from. I was going through some stuff and it was just like on the floor. And we had a flood. Not a flood, but we had a couple of like sewage back up. And I've had like my whole floor kind of like where we had to pump it out and stuff. And I don't know how badly damaged this was or whatever, but I don't even think the flood even caught this. And where this was, this thing should have been damaged because it was actually on the floor behind bins, and where the whole floor from back to front was kind of flooded with sewage and shit a while ago. And the fact that this has no staining, no nothing, I mean, it was weird. I don't even know where the hell I got this from, but I think it's one of the ones from the last 78, if I'm not mistaken, or whatever the hell you 70, whatever. But because obviously I was moving, bins around, and I had to move my. I have a pool table, and it's been on the walls for the last 7 years since we've been here, and it was like right at the corner of it, so just odd. This I got also. One of his employees, Mike, the one that sold me the DeLorean with Doc Brown and Doc Emmett Brown and Marty McFly. He was looking on one of the shelves and he came across this, the Star Wars Droid Factory box. Now this, somebody had 300 on it, as you can see the tag, the little white. Oh no, $30 it says, right here. That's a 30. The only thing it had inside was a piece of the actual crane itself. I think either the long piece or it had one of these pieces and just the base. I didn't want it for that. I just said, listen, Lev, I just want the base. But he knew that. I mean, I just wanted the box. I said base. And he knew that, so he's like, whatever. So he only charged me $10 for the box. And I gave him some good money yesterday. I might go back there today, and I don't even know if he's gonna show up today. I'll ask Mike if is Lev gonna show up, because I want to call Lev and he, whatever. But I do have the box for the actual Droid Factory. I am missing a couple of pieces to complete this, like the hoses and whatnot. But yeah, got that. This I got from Lev, I think last week or the week before. I paid up for this. He did charge me some money for this. What the hell did I pay for it? A lot. I think today I'm gonna take Isaiah and get his hair cut along with mine. But this is fully complete. But this is nice though. I think I paid like $750 for this. God Mars. This thing is worth about over $1,000 to over. So he gave it to me for $7. You see how clean and how nice that is. So, and I paid it. I did pay it. I don't even know if I can put it on the shelf back there. It may not fit. No, it'll fit. But I don't think I got any room for it. But I will probably try to fit it back there. I mean, I'm not gonna put my business out there. You know, that's not my thing. Like, I will say certain things, but a lot of things are meant to be, you know, whatever. But you know, like the audacity of my god sister, like, you know, when my god grandmother passed away, you know, like ever since my godmother started going to bullshit church and shit, she started acting fucking funny. Like every other person who goes to church and believe in religion, the more they are, the weird, the more hypocritical and the bigger the weirdos they are. Make a long story short, I'm not gonna really go into details, but we didn't have a fallout. She just wanted me to do something that it was unethical, and I refused to do it. And even the fact that she asked me was very shocking, and I couldn't believe it. But I'm not gonna go into details with everything. And when my mother's mother, when my grandmother passed away, and when my brother passed away, if my great grandmother was alive, she would have gave condolences, try to help out, and or gave her presence to the funeral of both. But my godmother, and if my god grandmother was still alive, my godmother would have accompanied her and went with her, which is ironic and goes to show how hypocritically selfish this bitch is. Because when you know she didn't even try to reach out to my fucking mother to give her condolences on my grandmother and or my brother. Not even to reach out to her own godson about his brother. So I never forgave that. I would never forget it, and I would never forget or forgive. And her daughter, the one that texted me, that bitch as well. Like as far as I'm concerned, they're both fucking dead to me. Just like a lot of my own personal family members who act up at my brother's funeral. Me, my mother, and my baby sister did not go to my grandmother's funeral because of the drama in my family. Like, see, a lot of y'all don't understand. The same person I am up here, I am in real life. I'm the coolest, most fucking sincere, straightforward guy you will ever meet. What you see up here is what you get and see out there. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of y'all might be like, "Oh, he's a cold." I'm not cold-hearted. I'm just a straightforward motherfucker. And just because you're family or you're a science family don't make you blood. And just because you blood don't make you family. What makes you family is your self-conscious on how you are toward others and how others are toward you. You know what I'm saying? The same love you give is what you get, and vice versa. That's my fucking thing. And again, just because we share a name or a bloodline don't make you shit to me. How you treat me is what makes you who you are. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just sharing this moment with y'all because it's crazy. I mean, I'll be lying to y'all if I didn't tell you I'm not hurting. I mean, I'm a fucking human being. Y'all think just because I'm this and I'm that, like, dude, I'm a human being, man. I have fucking feelings just like y'all do. You know, some of y'all might think he's cold-hearted. Dude, I'm not cold-hearted. I am an asshole and I'm a straightforward dude, but I still have a fucking heart and I'm still a human being. So, of course I'm hurting. I mean, I'm hurting, man. I'm hurting a lot because of that, because of him passing away and the way they act. You know what I mean? Like, I am hurting in a lot of ways, man. But just because I'm hurting, I'm not gonna go in the back and start screaming and commit suicide. Nor am I gonna sit there and give in to them or kiss their ass as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I give my condolences, but you know, like my cousin Calvin and Justin. You know, they don't reach out to me or try to reach out to me or talk to me neither. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I mean, it is what it is, man. But going to this thing, I'm not going to sit here and do a review on this heavy shit, but I am going to show you that I got it. I am going to definitely take it out. Okay. What is this? I don't know why that's in there. But we have here Marvel Studios Spider-Man No Way Home Green Goblin Deluxe version. And this is MMS 631 1/6 scale. Wow. Like, I haven't had my glasses in almost 2 weeks now. And it's like, it seems like my eyes are adjusting very little. But I can see what I did, what I couldn't. I don't know, whatever. But I'm not gonna show you guys. You guys already seen reviews on these. I'm definitely gonna display him with, most likely, maybe with both heads. Just I'll keep the other head out as well, because I am a huge William Dafoe fan. I wouldn't mind taking that head sculpt and turning him into like a Sergeant Elias figure. You know what I mean, from Platoon, because of course, you know, Charlie Sheen and Elias were my two favorite characters from Platoon. But of course, Sergeant Elias was the man. I like Tom Berenger too, but he was his fucking Burns. Was it Sergeant Burns, right? He was a fucking piece of shit in that movie. What's he? Yo, he killed Burns, man. What the fuck? But anyway, nice piece. I did pay up. I paid $400 for it, so he couldn't give me it. I understand there's gonna be certain things that I can't get deals on just cause it is what it is. So I do get that. I understand that. I had the extra cash, so I figured why not. Oh boy, I gotta go, y'all, cause I'm about to start crying and getting my emotions, and I don't need to fucking air any of that out. I don't need to air any of that out right now. But thank you for watching. Please like, sub, share, and comment, and hopefully, who knows? Peace.